Morning, we are highlighting the men and women who have served our country in our series, Veterans Voices.
Yeah, including you, yourself, sir. Our hats off to you. Named after Rosie the Riveter, this diner, a symbol of strength and grit during World War II, Rosie's Home Cookin in Naperville, Illinois, is a veteran-owned and operated diner. And the community there gathers not only for breakfast, but also to engage in really meaningful, deep conversations. Kelsey is there this morning. Kelsey, not only are you getting good breakfast, but you're getting great stories from our American heroes.
I'll tell you, Markie and Nick, it is such an honor to be here today. Truly, our freedom is not free, and that is what I continue to hear this morning, that we are free here today because someone else served. But the spirit here, take a look at all the people here, just enjoying the conversation, honoring our veterans. It is absolutely incredible. But I do want to share some stories here. Joining me now is Phil. He's a U.S. Marine Corps veteran. Can you tell me a little bit about it? I think this is so interesting. I said, thank you so much for your service. And you said, back in the 70s, that was a different day.
It was the end of the Vietnam War. There was a lot of bitterness in the nation at the time. And we were it was more of an insult back then if someone said thank you to your service. And we were just talking about how that's changed dramatically.
And for any young person out there that's watching right now, if they're thinking about enlisting, what would you tell them?
Military is a very noble career, and it's always good to serve your country. We need good men and women that'll defend for our country and keep us a free nation.
Phil, thank you so much, and thank you for your service. But also joining me is Dominic. You served in the Desert Storm, and I think it was interesting when we talked about it was a different day then.
Yeah, when we came back, we had overwhelming support from the U.S. Population, and I think people felt just guilty of how they treated Vietnam vets. And when we came back, our biggest supporters were the Vietnam vets themselves. They made sure that people really cared and appreciated what we did. So I really thank and appreciate them, and how we've treated veterans since then.
Thank you to both of you for your service. Truly appreciate it. And Markie and Nick, this has been such an incredible day being here, honoring our veterans. The conversations I've had, they've just been inspiring. And really, I can't reiterate enough, our freedom is not free.
Kelsey, I can say this. You're the only person I know who could get an officer to spin and twirl and show you his jacket the way you did. Kelsey, it's been absolutely fantastic hearing these guys' stories. And we know that Mayor Worley worries about his son, the West Point grad that you talked about. But let him know that our hearts are with him as well, because we understand how parents must feel when their children are off serving and protecting our country.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.